Welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to work on a complete tutorial on making a kids activity book. This video is going to be a long one because we'll be looking at three different ways of going about creating a particular book cover. So we're going to start by clicking on the plus button at the bottom right of the phone. The plus button is in a green circle, and then we hit the custom dimension or the custom size, as the case may be. And we come to the right side of the phone at the up top corner where there is px stands for pixels. It's simply a calibration calibration format for different things we want to do. So we're going to be working with inches, and I'll click on inches. I'll come to the width and put in 8.5, and then come to the height and put in 11. So for kids activity books, the default size is 8.5 by 11, but for their story books, the what do you call it, the dimensions differ. We'll go into that along the way. So now here we have our blank canvas. I'm going to click on the plus button. I'm going to choose a color. Sorry, I would have to go back first. So I'll click on the canvas itself. You see a green outline has come around it. I'm going to change the color to whatever color I feel like using. I'm going with this blue color, and I'll reduce its transparency by clicking on that, and then clicking on the rainbow and reducing the hue of the background color. So I think I'm good to go with this. So I'm going to add a layer. Layers add depth to your design, and it gives it a more professional look. So I'm going to click on elements on my screen, and I'll type in gradient. So we can see different gradients that we can work with. You can decide to experiment with anyone you like. I am going with this one that has this purple to invincible color. I'm going to turn that around and expand it. I am sure by now we all know how to expand. Just simply click on the circles on the four corner of your, and then I'm going to change. I'll leave this. I'm just going to shift it so that I get the exact what's the call idea I have in mind. So you can see it has given it a different look from what it was initially. I'm now going to click on the plus button again and click on elements. This time around, I'm going for playground. Here, here I have a sample of a playground that I would want to work with. I'm going to shift that a little bit upward because I would want to write my name or the name of the author at the bottom. This being done, the cloud is supposed to be upward, so I would have to shift this upward, and then but it won't work, so I can still bring it back down here. And then I think, looking at this, even before I write the title of the book, you can already tell that whatever this book is has to do with kids. And since it is showing that they are playing and having fun, then it has to do with um them as in an activity. I'm going to click on the plus button, and I'm going to go back to elements. I'll search for cloud again. Cloud bubble, or just cloud would suffice. And here I have different types of clouds. I'll simply choose one that fits in with the color of what we already have in there. I'm going to reduce the transparency so it blends well, and then I can duplicate that by clicking on this plus button and shifting it to the other side of the canvas. That being done, now it's time for us to write on this, and I'm going to click on text, click on heading. I'll adjust it to the top here. I'll change the color of that text to white or black. No, white would go better. And will change the writing style. Go for a kids. So fun, we have a fun. So go for fun. So these are the various type of fun typefaces we have. I'll go with this. Increase the font size by swiping on the bar below. I think this will do. Next is to type in the title of the book. So I love saying so don't mind my so. So we'll click on that heading, and I'll hit edit. It will highlight that and will write kids. Let it be all capital letter. Kids activity book. The book I wrote disappeared. Okay. Simply write it again. Book. We'll come back and reposition this well. We'll reposition this. So this is one of the reasons why I don't like to use the app. Sometimes when you come to do something, I'm trying to shift my text box, but it is not responding. I'm doing everything. It is not responding. Now I want to make change the effects. I'll come to effects. I can make this into a curve if we want. If we don't want, we can leave it straight, but if we want it, so when I hit on that curve button, I can still click inside the curve and adjust how much curved I want it to be. So I am not satisfied with the color contrast, so I'll try changing the writing so I get something that pops, and I think this yellow does it better. Yeah, this yellow does it better. And I'll leave it like this, and I'll add a text inside. Again, text. This time around, subheading, adjust the text position and increase the size. And I'm going to say edit, no, not you. Edit the subheading. Edit that for ages 3 to 6. And we'll change the color also to this yellow, white, pink, green, no. So I'm going to stay with the yellow for ages 3 to 6. My daughter is crying. Excuse me, let me go to I'm back. So the ages is not bold enough. I'll increase the size, position it down here properly. And let's see what can be done. Make it bold. If the color isn't working, try different things. So I think I'll go with this so that it fits in with the general aesthetics of the book. And then we'll change it back to the writing we used, which was Mary Kate. No, it won't work. We'll leave it at this. Then plus, write the author's name as a heading. We'll shift it down here. And then click on edit by heavy sign. Then we position that properly. And since we've been using a handwriting font all through, we'll also change this to a handwriting font so that it fits in with the good. And then give it a white color. There you have it. So this is one sample. Then we'll go to the second one. I'll simply swipe to the left and it has given me another canvas, but this time around it came with a pre-made color, which was the first color we used as a background in the previous book cover. So this time around I'm going to click on the plus button again, go to my gradient, choose something else. I think I'll go with this blob, and then just play around with it. Bring one here. I'll change the colors within. I think this, nope, leave it there. I'll duplicate that, bring it somewhere here, and I'll flip it horizontally. Nah, vertically. Yeah. So we have something like this, or yeah, and position it this way, and position this one this way also. So you have the liberty to just play around and come up with something exciting. But before you embark on any book, you have to make sure that you have an idea of what you want. So it will be good to make your research before starting anything out. So I'm going to click for playing boy, playing boy, go. Mm, okay, I think I'll go with this one. I'll reduce him in size, move him over here, and flip horizontally. Click on the plus button, go to elements, ball. Yeah. Go with this one, reduce the size so that you it fits in with what we have him doing. No, I don't think this is the ball they use for that. Then click on elements again, go for goal posts. Goal posts. Yep. This will do. And I'll position that somewhere here or here. Yeah. Click on this plus. On texts, click on the heading. We'll edit that. Edit. Alright. Football activity book. For boys. I'll bring this up here. Increase the font size. I'm just clicking on that return button. You see, I am doing one thing, but the keyboard is doing something else entirely. This purple line simply guide you to the middle of your canvas for proper alignment. So we're going to change this font, and then we're going to change the color also. No white, no black. You can actually go with this black, but add something to it. So this blob we have, I'll expand it, turn it around, position it properly behind, expand it to get what I want. Yep. And I'll change the color. I'll duplicate this boy and the boy. Then I'll group that so that it becomes one element, and then duplicate them. Reduce the size, duplicate that again, move it forward, reduce the size. Now I'm going to write the author's name, text, a heading, drag that header to the bottom, edit by a heavy sign. And as we did in the other case, we're also going to change the font to be a handwritten font. I think I'll go with this handy casual. Change the color to height, increase the size a bit, and there you have it. You can change it to whatever color you want, pink, a color that will give it proper contrast, red. So I'll leave it at the white. So even without adding any other thing, it already looks like an activity book for boys. So we can further spice this up. Click on the elements again, go for boys, 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 boys. We'll place him somewhere here, and we'll reduce his transparency. I'll push him out a bit so it's as if he's going out. We'll duplicate that, bring it in here. So this time around it is showing his back. I'll place it somewhere up there. Click on plus, elements, another boy. So this time around the girl, we'll reduce her size also. We'll flip her to change to face the boy and push her out a bit. Right? Duplicate her also. Bring her up here. Flip her horizontally and position her. Right? Put her outside of the goalposts. This is the second one. I'll change the color of this purple also to yellow up. Yeah, I think this will do. So then the third one, plus we're going to use grids and frames here. So I'm going to go for a grid. Grid. Where's my grid? Grid. Reduce the size. This time around, instead of going to elements, we're going to photos. And yep, this is what I want. simply look for one that fits in with what you want. I love this one. So I'll tap on the picture and try to position it so it will go into the frame. Then the ultimate guide text, add a heading. The ultimate guide, guide to kids creativity. Take that up here. The ultimate guide to kids creativity, as usual, we'll change the font. Yep. Change the color. Yep. Add a background. Click on this box, go to elements, click on shape. I'm going to use a square shape. It's taking time to render, so I'll click on the square shape, reduce the size. I'll position it here so it is make it as wide, then make it cover that text. I'll change the color first, make it yellow. Yellow isn't going to be a good contrast, right? Make it purple. Or golden. Then I'll duplicate it. I need 3 duplicates. I'm resizing it to fit the words I want it to cover. Yep. So reduce it back, place it over, send it to the back position, backward, then move down the second one. We increase it just so it covers all the words. Then position it properly. And then send it to the back also, and the first one backward. There you have it. So for the going to increase rather, so that it's a bit wider than others. So it's almost giving us something like steps. I'll increase the line height. To increase the height of the line, you see these 3 lines that has an up and down arrow. You click on it, you have letter, you have line height. So for the letter, you can increase the distance between the letters or decrease it. And then this one is for the line height. Increase, decrease. Can you see? So this is what I want. Good. Then we write the author. Click on heading, drag the text box down, really bold. Change the font. Nope. Nope. We're also going to change the color of that text. And just as in the case with those on, we can leave it this way, it suffices. It looks matured. So this brings us to the end of the book cover tutorial. Your assignment is going to be for you to make 3 different covers using the 3 techniques we have just treated. And I'll expect your assignment by 8 p.m.